Magic Moments, Walk with Wildlife, the Tsebokolodi Yellow Mongoose group, the Meerkat Magic Conservation Project in the Meerkat Magic Valley Reserve. This is the dominant female, Ghakhulu Cucciolina, and the dominant male, and they're currently doing a sunset hunting session. It's about an hour or so before sunset, and they have not yet returned to the burrow. And this is pretty normal behavior of them standing up and posting sentinels as they go along, checking for danger. A moment ago there was a black-shouldered kite sitting up on a bush, Elana ceruleus. It's not a threat to the adults, except the baby squeaky scoia'talo is hiding in the vegetation after seeing the black-shouldered kite, but is still following the adults. You can see the dispersal is within a few meters as they're moving along, as they are foraging, checking for danger. And of course, for me to be able to see this is incredible, since I've worked with this family unit since 2008. An interaction between the male and female there, just briefly greeting each other, bit of excitement. I have come up with a term which I call JUOM, jump over mark. And there's the black-shouldered kite flying off into the distance. Too difficult to see with the zoom on, but immediately they're both highly vigilant, not taking any chances, because there could be other predators flying around on such a windy day as well. Of course, I just let them know where I am at all times. It's very important never to surprise them. And there's a brief stop, little forage going on by the dominant female. The dominant male has moved off the road now. See, he's busy scent marking one of the escape tunnels. He's incredibly well camouflaged. There he is. The dispersal between individuals can be 50 to 100 plus meters at times. This is not uncommon, because they are not cooperative hunters. They are not actually hunting together, although they're moving in the general direction of one another. They are not sharing their food resources with each other as adults. However, they are scent marking their territory as they go along. In the distance I can hear Numida maligris, the helmeted guinea fowl, and there we have the dominant female again, standing up, rear guard. There's the dominant male up at the front. I have a fairly good idea where they're heading, that's why I'm going in this direction ahead of them. They have got many different foraging routes, hundreds and hundreds in fact, and I have learned what all of them are over all the years I've watched them. So if they're going in a certain direction, I can basically predict fairly accurately where they're probably going to, and that's why I'm able to walk ahead and actually look back at them going in a similar direction at least. Alright, they're going to an escape tunnel out under this tree. There we go, coming out. I know where there's another escape tunnel, which they will probably scent mark. We've covered a few hundred meters in a few minutes. It's incredible how quickly they can move at this pace, even though they're not running or sprinting. Now, I'm just panning ahead like this to give you an idea, because I know where they are. And here we have one of the escape tunnels, actually dug up by a porcupine Hystrix africae australis. Alright, just across to the right there is another escape tunnel just over there. Let's see if she's heading that way. Ah, a little urine mark. See how the tail has been lifted up? Brief pause. Ah, yes. I don't see the dominant male at the moment. Ah, here we go. Just speaking of you. And there he is. Beautiful. I always wear the same boots to this particular study group so they know the scent of the boots. Just the same as with meerkats, there are different shoes for different meerkat groups. Otherwise you could start an intergroup war, bringing different scent into a territory. Often people who are around cats and dogs do not even realize that they are starting all sorts of conflict, a smell war, when they visit friends or other areas and they have the scent of different animals on their clothing. It's just a consideration so that you do not go and disturb different animals in their territories and cause them undue stress. Oh, that's interesting. This was not just a urine mark, this is actually part of a mitten. It's been used more than once. You can see the dung here. That's previous marking, and that's fresh right there. And the urine. So this is in fact part of long-term scent posting, not far from the actual escape tunnel up ahead, which I'm pretty sure they'll both be visiting. Just up ahead to the right is an escape tunnel. We're less than 2 meters from it now. There we go. Yes, little sniff mark, and yes, long-term urine mark. Right on cue. So you're getting to see the secretive trails and pathways that no human would otherwise get to see. And you can see the tracks. 4 toes on the back feet, 5 on the front with hair underneath. So it's easy to differentiate between them and the meerkats. And here you can see another mitten at this escape tunnel over here. There we go. It's very well camouflaged. The dominant male is following up. Let's see if he goes past the burrow at all. Right, at this point we have moved hundreds of meters along this particular trail, and I'm going to stop filming for now. All the very best, friends.